Welcome to At the Vanguard. We're TB Vanguard, and our motto is for fans by fans. We showcase fans on the front line of the Team Breezy movement. This podcast is an open forum to discuss current topics as they relate to Chris Brown and his fan base.
All right, everybody, today is April 30th, 2018. Welcome to At the Vanguard. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, but first things first, we'll go around and give our names. I'm Nikki.
I'm Paula.
I'm Shay.
I'm Dee.
Alphabetical.
I'm
Tammy.
Okay. All right, as previously stated, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today, but first we'll kick it off with our social commentary. Dee, why don't you go ahead and explain that piece regarding Kanye West?
Well, I know everybody saw all the stuff that Kanye's been doing with the Trump, Make America Great. A lot of people said, hashtag Kanye's canceled and all this. But I think people are kind of losing the real message that Kanye's trying to do, which is that people have a right to be able to express their views freely without having to follow, the popular crowd or to go down to pressure from what your peers are trying to do. So, and we know, like our faith, he speaks his mind freely. And it's refreshing to see someone like Kanye go against the grain, even though it's unpopular and we might not agree with him, but being bold enough to go against the grain, because he didn't succumb to John Legend's, DM asking him to tone it down. He just exposed the tweet in DM to let people know how he was getting pressure behind the scenes. So what does everybody think about not so much Kanye's political views, but the idea of being free to be able to voice your opinion without having to succumb to society and peer pressure?
Okay, I'll jump in. I don't find it refreshing because I think he's trolling. So I find it. Of course we want freedom of speech. That's what we're built on. That's what we're founded on. But I don't think you can separate. I don't think you can. The political views. I understand, he has the right to say whatever he wants, but we have the right to think he sounds a little crazy too. And like I said, I don't agree with his what he says, but I agree wholeheartedly with his right to say it, and I would fight for his right to say it. So he can say whatever he wants. So I'll do that. Shady, what did you think?
I definitely agree with you, Paula. We all should have the right to say how we feel and express our opinions. I personally don't agree with the stuff he said, but, if he feels his right to say it and he stands by that, then that's how he feels.
Okay, Dee, you sounded refreshing, but...
I don't mean like his views. I'm saying that when you see the DMs he's getting from like John Legend telling him to tone down his opinion. Forget the topic though. We all have peer pressure behind us saying tone this down or act this way, especially in a career environment. And when I say refreshing, I don't mean that it's great that he's got the opinions that he has. It's just that Kanye was always opinionated, and then we lost that opinionated Kanye. We just want him to get back to the right side, but for so long he's been mute, and now he's talking. It might not be what we want to hear, but he does feel free to be able to express his views without feeling that pressure.
Yeah, I see your point. Hey, Dandy?
Yeah, anybody should be able to express their, your opinion. It's yours, you're entitled to it, and it's his Twitter account. He can say whatever he wants to say. You don't have to agree with it, disagree with it, whatever. But I don't know. I think I don't know. Does he have an album coming out or something? I just kind of think that's what he's up to. Like something, like either him or his wife or somebody in that family. Like, it's not. I don't think this has anything to do with his personal opinion or his political opinion. I think it's promo for something. That's just what I think he's doing.
I agree. Okay, Nikki?
I see everybody's point, and actually I did for a moment think that maybe he was trolling simply because, this is the same person who, when he first came out, blatantly said Bush doesn't care about black people. So
Exactly.
So it's interesting to voice the views that he's voicing. However, he totally has the right, to do that. And, we do live in a world where differing views will cost you. As with anything, there's consequences to everything as far as people choosing not to support you, or what have you. And as long as he's prepared for that, then by all means, share your views. I know that this isn't the first time either that John Legend has said something regarding Kanye's views when Kanye first was photographed with Trump or went to the White House or whatever it was Kanye did when Trump first came in office. John stated that he was disappointed and kind of thought he did it to just be attention seeking. Whether it's true or false, you can't, Kanye does do stuff like that, but either way it goes, he's totally free to voice his opinion however he sees fit. And it's a shame that people are willing to ostracize someone for that, but, that's what people do when others have different opinions. So be free and voice whatever you want, but just know that if it's against the grain, people are going to voice their opinion on your opinion.
Right, and there's consequences. So,
right.
Okay, Tammy?
I agree with both Jan and Nikki. I think he's doing it for attention. That's like Kanye's claim to fame. He's always done something out of the ordinary to get attention drawn to himself, whether if it's snatching a microphone from Taylor Swift or saying Bush doesn't like black people. And this is definitely a hoax, because what possibly can you support Donald Trump about when he's totally against everything you're being, actually? If you're going to say George Bush doesn't like black people because of the way he handled the Louisiana situation, Trump is George Bush on steroids. So, what is it that you actually like about him? I mean, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I just think it was, to him, it seems like a way to go against the grain, to draw a lot of attention to himself, and he certainly has done that. I don't think that's what he really seriously believes. I just think it's just a play for attention, and Kanye seems to like that a lot.
Yeah, and there's quite a few projects coming out, so it's a I guess it's in proportion to the amount of work he has coming out. One other thing that's been going on is the anniversary today. April 30th, 2008 was the Forever video. That was the year that video was released. This is the day that was released 10 years ago. Do you feel old yet?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Oh, my goodness. And this is where I came in. That's why, because I became a fan just the few months before that. In the fall of 2007, and when I quote unquote discovered him. So this is my first big video. It's very different from what I thought he would be doing. So anybody really want to talk about what they thought about when they first saw the video, or maybe just reminisce about the video? Shay?
I was how old was I when I...
Oh, my God.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Well, I was young when I was young when it first came out. I'll just say that. I loved everything about it. Like, it was just fun. The choreography was amazing. Like, Forever will go down as one of my favorite videos of him of all time. And it was just a great song. Like, it was just amazing.
It's a great moment in time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dee, what do you remember when you first saw it?
I remember it was part of the Double Mint commercial, remember?
Oh,
and so
yeah.
it was like, it tied hand in hand, and it was just showing, the potential that Chris had. You know, and it was a pop song that you couldn't even escape. That song was played everywhere all the time. And I love that video. Like when he jumped and he caught the girl. I love that video.
Jandy?
Yeah, I think that, to me, that was the biggest thing, was just the Double Mint commercial. Every time I hear that song, that's what I always think about. You just can't, or if I see Double Mint gum at the store, it even just makes me think of that song. I don't think the two of those will ever be separated.
That's so funny. Nikki, what do you remember?
I actually remember when this radio station, like the top 40 type radio station, put the Forever song on the like the battle song of the night. You know, they put two songs together to see which one will be played on the radio. Yeah, and they did that. And I remember I was driving home from work, and they had Forever. They had Forever on there, and any other day I could have told you who he was up against that day, but I completely forgot. I don't remember now. But anyway, the people were calling in, and this very Midwestern voice calls, and he goes, "I'm voting for not James Brown, not blank Brown, but Chris Brown." And I fell out laughing so loud. Okay, dude. And it won that night. And what they would do is, if you won 5 nights in a row through the work week, then they added your song to the rotation, and it won all 5 nights, and it got added to the rotation. And then I remember seeing the video while being, because I think I was working on my master's at the time. So I remember seeing the video and being like, "Oh, this is cute. I like this." You know, so it was different because it was a straight pop song.
Right.
And it was just nice to see that energy from him. So
that's a great story. Oh, yeah, Tammy?
Well, you guys, I wasn't around during that time, but I did see the video, and I like the song. Very nice song, very nice video. But I don't have, any stories to tell during that time when the video first dropped or the song. Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's okay. No. Because I told you, I just came in just before that because I didn't know Chris Brown existed until I saw This Christmas. So that was November, and then this came out in April. And the thing is, it was a Forever edition. Because remember, Exclusive came out the year before, but the Forever edition came out and right after that. So I came in on the Forever edition. So that was really my introduction to Chris Brown. So the real introduction to what he really does. Because that was my introduction there. But
I was just a little before her, so don't feel bad.
Right. No, Shay, come on, tell us exactly how old you were when that came out 10 years ago.
I was 10.
Wow.
That is awesome. That is so awesome.
Yeah, barely got double-digit numbers on her birthday, right?
I love it. I love that.
And the only person that probably would have been with her was Sade. Too bad she's not here because she was saying I remember she always told us that she left Omarion for dead when Chris Brown came along.
Don't blame her. Don't blame her.
That was funny.
Not even mad at
it. Now, another thing. Yesterday, Chris released some new pictures. Gorgeous new pictures. I see people asking him about his skincare routine in the comments. His skin is absolutely gorgeous in those pictures. And so we want to speculate on what this. We're thinking it's from a video. Everybody's trying to speculate on what video it could be. Shay, what did you think? We're in alphabetical Florida. That's why you're always first. So I hope you don't think so.
No, I don't bite. First of all, can I say I love the pictures? He looks so good in them. But my predictions, I hope it's either for Hope You Do, or maybe Nowhere, or the title track.
Yes. I'm thinking that it's Heartbreak on a Full Moon or Hope You Do. Either one, I would be smiling for days. I would be thrilled to pieces. Did you see the pictures?
Yeah, I saw him, and it's either going to be, I'm predicting it, I'm calling it to the universe, nowhere. or maybe the title, Heartbreak on a Full Moon. But either one of those two, I would love to see a video for, so I'm hoping it's for one of those.
I do love Nowhere, even though it's a pop song. I do love that song, I have to admit. Okay, Jandy, what do you think? What did you guess?
I'm thinking maybe it's Hope You Do, and the only reason I say that is just because, and I don't know how much he knows, but I think it was last week, EMAC had tweeted out something about Hope You Do possibly being like the next single.
Oh.
So, yeah. I don't know, but yeah.
Well,
so
he wrote it. He co-wrote it, so I'm sure he would be excited about that being the next single. So it's a possibility, I guess. That's a good source.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Have you
go
seen
back
it,
and look
Nikki?
and see what day it was.
Yeah.
Wait, what song did she think it was?
She was thinking Hope You Do.
Okay, I like that song.
Have you seen the pictures?
Yeah, I did actually. I didn't. I just went to his page, but I realized those were pictures that I saw earlier.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was something different. Beautiful.
All right.
You can still see his freckles, even though he's like far,
I know.
far from the camera in the first picture. I like when he shows his freckles, but
I know he makes them cover it up as much as he can. I don't know why.
no, he has lovely skin.
Yes,
It's on his face.
beautiful.
That's-
Yes. What do you think it might be, Tammy?
I think it's gonna be Hope You Do or Heartbreak on a Full Moon. But I really do hope he has a video for Nowhere. That's my favorite
At some
song.
point, yeah. Somewhere.
Yeah,
At some
I
point.
really hope it was Heartbreak on a Full Moon, though, because since he's touring, I think that would have been great to drop that song. Heartbreak,
yeah.
To make it a single at least in the video.
Right. Yeah, for the tour, yeah, with the tour titled after it, you're right.
Yeah.
That would be great. Okay, another thing that happened this week was Chris posted a picture. It was an edited picture, edited artwork, and it used the Black Pyramid in the artwork. It was edited by a fan page. Chris reposted the fan page, and the artist, instead of being thrilled, like, "Oh, that's my art," and he decides to accuse Chris of plagiarism. Why, I don't know, but that's what he decided to do. And of course, he got blasted, and several blogs reposted that. Some did retractions and updates, but one in particular did not, even though they knew it was true and had all the all the information in the comments. They decided to leave it up. Team Breezy, this is sophisticated Team Breezy now. They don't necessarily do the tweet massacres like we used to do. They reported the page, and the page was suspended. How beautiful is that?
He couldn't wait. He could not wait to hackle about that.
I know. Her Cardi B laugh.
Hilarious.
And they're talking about, we'll be back soon. We'll be back soon. Their Twitter page is still down, and that's ad money for them that they lose. And try that stuff again. Try it again.
Serves them right.
I'm telling you.
Be accountable for what you post and update
Exactly.
and clarify as needed. Don't try to be janky. So I'm
Right.
so sorry for them.
Yeah, even a hater blog had to do an update. They did that with a swiftness after they saw what happened to the other blog, the Snatch blog. That was sweet. Now, let's talk about Freaky Friday. Tammy, you want to give us some updates about Freaky Friday?
Well, going down to number 12, even though the video is still doing really well, still, moving up. You know,
What's the charts on the, what's the placement on the radio?
on radio, I believe it's at number 16 on reminisce, and number 15 or 14 on urban. And it's like what for pop? I think pop has reached the 30s already. It's in the 30s
great.
on pop. Yeah.
Okay, but the video, Free Friday video, is still a phenom. It's headed to 200. I know it was 175 the last time I looked.
It's 181 now, going on 182.
Wow. So it was like 175
it's
yesterday.
still chance. Like you could still move up the charts, because what happens is once they're on there a week or so, you know, their sales start dropping and their streams start dropping. So, you know, it's just like a joint effort type of thing. Like if everybody was to just stream or, you know, request, then the songs would do much better. Because we already purchased, so, you know.
Well, the
so
thing is,
the next...
it's steadily, it's got longevity, because it's been on for quite a while. So that's better than a flash and then go. So that's the good thing about it. And then Little More is headed to 100. It was less than 800, like about 800,000 away. Does anybody look today to see where Little More is? Yeah, I posted the video this morning, the playlist this morning, with Little More and all the Road to 100 Milli. Yeah, I posted that this morning because I'm just like, oh my God! Usually when it gets under 1 million, everybody gets excited and starts watching again.
A little 800 meter, because it's like 99,176. 99,176. So
wow, that's great.
So we'll get there.
Yeah, we're still moving along. That's great.
Emac is saying that one of the dancers gave away what the video is on her Instagram 2 days ago, but he doesn't say which dancer.
What did they say?
He said it's funny how y'all are trying to figure out which video was shot. One of the dancers gave it away on her Instagram 2 days ago. But he doesn't say which dancer.
But he doesn't say what song?
No. He's just saying that one of the dancers gave it away. That's Emac.
Oh, Emac said that.
Yeah.
Okay, now I want to see which one.
Yeah, I don't know what he doesn't say which dancer.
Let me see if Bella, let me see if I'm gonna try different ones.
Oh my gosh.
Well, someone on Twitter tweeted out that he confirmed it. That it's Hope You Do.
Okay. How can I get him?
So I don't know. They didn't say how he confirmed it. I don't know if he tweeted it out or... Oh, someone just tweeted out that Kanye West and Chris Brown Waves, the song Waves, is platinum now.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I love that song.
That's good news. That's a gorgeous song.
Yeah.
His voice on that song. Oh, man.
Kanye should have made it a single.
He definitely should have. And I just think we would never have heard it if it wasn't for Chance.
But that's also like how the song that Janae had, what was that song? The Twitter's one?
Drunk texting?
Drunk Texting. That wasn't released as a single, and that went platinum. It's probably double platinum by now.
Yeah.
Because it's all about streaming now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's a gorgeous, that's a gorgeous song. I'm thinking about Waves. Oh. When you hit that...
Well, we just want to try to see if we can find out the video later, then? Or we pretty much saying that we think it is Hope You Do?
Yeah, we think it's Hope You Do. Looks like it was confirmed. Well, we have come to the end of our list of subjects on the agenda. This was a quiet week, though. This is a really quiet week.
You've been practicing for tour, though. Isn't it like you were doing rehearsals? Yeah. And probably the video, too. So.
Yeah, and they generally do 12 weeks of rehearsals. So, yeah, that's That's probably, those pictures of him in that squat. It's like, yeah. And did you see his sneakers? I think they're called watermelon Nikes or something like that. They're pink and green, D. They're pink and green. I'm AKA. We're AKA, so we want to snatch those. Like, I think I can. I don't care if it don't fit. I want to see them. I want those shoes. I went online. I don't see them anywhere. Are they available? I don't think they are.
Somebody, the one that does their fashion stuff, she posted like what they are and the color and everything. I'll have to find it because I either liked it or I retweeted it. I'll have to find it. I'll put it in the room. Okay,
yeah, because I was like, ooh, I need those, man, and the perfect colors, and they're men's shoes. Isn't that funny?
I haven't seen those yet.
Huh?
But I haven't seen those then.
You probably didn't notice.
Or maybe
it's the
I
picture
did.
when he's in a squat and he's saying getting ready or something like that, or something to that effect. And we just say, oh, it must be getting ready for the tour, preparing for the tour. And so if you look at that one again, you'll see the sneakers. But we're AKs, and so we always gravitated to the pink and the green. I'm like, ooh, got a jacket for those.
Oh, no, he had those.
I know, but he wears size 12, though.
11.
Oh, okay.
11.
Whatever. I still can't wear them.
I only know that because he said it. Yeah, no, he said it on, what's that, Zach and Cody show he was on?
Yeah, but he was still a little kid then. I don't know.
No,
He's still a little kid.
The feet don't keep growing. I mean, he only grew like an inch in height after that, too. So he was...
No, I thought he was younger than that. I thought he did that younger than that. I didn't realize that.
No, he was grown. And he, at the very youngest, 17, he was grown. He was like, I only wear a size 11.
It's funny.
Yeah, I mean, my brother is that height, and he only wore like a size 11 or 12. So, that tends to be common for the people that are barely 6'1", maybe 6'2". It's those other ones.
Yeah.
That want to be like 6'5" and a size 20.
Yeah, my cousin's 6'7". He wears like a size 14, and he did reach his full height by like 17, I think. Yeah. Yeah. All right, now we're way off.
There was one other thing, because we were talking about people being free to express themselves and say different opinions. So, did everybody catch Janelle Monáe's articles and all the news surrounding her on Friday when her new album dropped? Well, it had been speculated for like a long time that she wasn't just heterosexual, and she would never answer. She would say, I want to seem like I'm attainable for whoever, wants me. I don't want to isolate any audiences. Well, leading up to her project on Friday, she had been releasing different types of videos and projects that focus on, and so, but the beats were good, and so she had been rumored that actress Tessa May, who was in Creed, and she played the Val, whatever that is, and Thor. She had a huge role in Thor. Well, she's really good friends with Janelle Monáe, and so, but they had been rumored to like be together. But she participated in this project too, and so now, as of Friday, Janelle was identifying herself as a queer Black woman, and then said that she may even identify with the pansexual lifestyle. She's still learning about her sexuality, but it was a big deal on the internet because, And so I was like, some people were like, well, finally she said something, but she was just saying, I dated men and I dated women, so. But no backlash, obviously. But it was just good that she finally felt comfortable enough to say that and have a project that reflects that.
Yeah, I saw that video and I was like, yikes! It's in your face. It's a bit in your face.
The pink video.
Yes, yeah. It's like, okay.
But it is funny. And she's
It is funny.
she's got like the fake hair and it was funny.
But that explains what I saw when I got on Google the other day. It said the most Googled word today is pansexual. And it was a picture of her. It was a picture of her. I was like, what? Like, okay. I had, with no backstory, I had no idea why. I was like, okay, that explains that. That explains that. Okay. Well, that's interesting.
I think I learned she's coming to Summerfest. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll see her. I won't see the weekend of my birthday, but maybe I'll see her now.
And that was good. It was good. Almost everybody was here. It was a good night. Yeah, good night.
And we're going to put together a FundMe account to raise $5,000 so that we can get Jandy and her crew to go down to Vegas to see Chris.
No way.
And to pay for all incidentals, including bail money.
I'm sitting up here like, oh.
Listen, D, why are you trying to get Jan in trouble, man?
You trying to get her arrested?
She wanted to go. She wanted to go.
That's fine.
And she wanted to go. And she near Atlanta. She's the closest one to Atlanta. And all she needed was bail money. That's what I heard. That's what
I'm not going to contribute. I'm not contributing anything because I already know we're not going to get no footage.
Hey, look, you only go to jail if you file a complaint. If you handle it the right way and there's no complaint, then hey.
But see, that's why we ask her for $5,000 in case we do need that bail money, right? It's 10%. I'm thinking 50,000 bonds.
If there's no complaint, you don't go to jail. I'm just saying.
Exactly. So the pressure's on you, Jandy. The pressure's all on you. We got you, though. We'll put the GoFundMe together.
I'm just saying. I don't think we're good. I don't think we need bail money.
I think
you know what I'm just picturing?
But you might even want to incidental.
What you trying to say?
But that girl that climbed on the stage, he was reaching out his hand. I don't know what was wrong with her. It looked like he was trying to help her or something. He was reaching out his hand. Because at first, I don't think he seen the security around yanking on her. Because it was like
pulled that girl by the hair. He pulled her by the hair. I'm like, that weave was well secured.
Yeah, because it was one of them was already pulling her legs, and he wasn't successful. Then another one came and pulled the arm, and then the other one just jumped up there and just snatched her.
But snatched her by the hair, though.
Off the stage like that. He didn't have to do her like that. He didn't have to do her like that.
Well, I guess they was trying to make an example. Like, this is, you want to get gay? Don't come up here.
Right.
Or have your wig on tight. You do.
Like that.
I was like, dang, she was almost there.
He wasn't running. I don't know what she looked like, but he wasn't running. He was like, oh, okay.
No, he was standing there like, okay, he was waiting for her. He was waiting for her to stand up.
Yeah, he was trying to help her up there.
Yeah, he was reaching his hand. Like, when they started pulling on her legs, he was reaching her hand because I don't think he'd seen the security guard. I think it was a lady, and she was kind of short. But you could see her tugging on her legs. And then the other guy was pulling her arm, and then the other guy just came up and yanked her. I was like, oh, Dad, you should have grabbed the leg or something. Give him the show. Well, you got that far to just get yanked, girl. And he right there. Squirm on the floor or something.
I know. She didn't even get to touch the beard, nothing. Wah, wah.
She was on her knees. But she couldn't get up because the lady had her legs. That's why she was on her knees. She was trying.
Wait a minute. I have to bring up one more thing, because you guys are talking about stage antics with him. Does anybody remember when he was on stage with Elephant Man years ago?
Oh yeah.
And that girl got on stage.
Yeah. That girl.
See, Tammy done seen it. She wasn't even a fan then.
Yeah, I seen the video on YouTube.
yeah, right. So
Like that was
for those of you that haven't seen
Elephant
it,
Man did every show. Because I've seen Elephant Man like 3 times. Yeah.
For those
and
of you who haven't seen it, but there is footage of Chris. He's 18, and they give this heavier set young lady a head start, a running start, and she jumps, and he catches her with no hands on his waist and just starts. You would think he was a stripper, gyrating up and down. It was hilarious. He held on. It was hilarious.
That was really funny.
It was hilarious.
I was like, run, Chris, run!
No, he caught her.
No, he got her with.
Yeah, he caught her. The Elephant Man had to show him how to do it first, right? Remember the first girl? They was like, wait a minute. She done bumped her head and everything. Like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He's like, no, you gotta hold the legs like this.
But Elephant Man does that routine every time. I've seen him like 4 times. And one time, I've never gone up. Of course, I'm big, so he wants me to come. I act like I don't see him. I ain't going up there. I'm not going out like that. That'd be a main time he like falls down and he drops dead, and like, oh, Elephant Man. I'm not going for it. But
I'm dying.
I went to the show. I see the show, but I went one time, and this girl, she was close to my size. She goes up there, and he does the thing with, she does a running jump. He didn't fall down, but he fell back the entire length of the stage, so he hit the DJ booth, and he was able to like right himself. But I know that girl's still crying about that to this day, because humiliated. Because she almost broke it for me. I was like, I'm never doing it. That's why I acted like I didn't even see him. You can look at me all you want. I'm going to turn my head to the side. I'm not going up there. But that's something he always does. And when Chris did it, that was too. I wish I had. And normally I go to on the reggae tip, but I didn't go to that one. That was hilarious. He did it. But when he saw her, he was like, oh my God. He put the microphone down and braced himself. He did it. I think he was shocked that he could.
Yeah, he did it without a problem.
I think he shocked him.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. We had a blast. Hopefully you'll be able to tune in to At the Vanguard next week, Monday. All right, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us on this episode, and we hope you'll join us again at the Vanguard.